I'm never going back to Aruba, by the way. Like, me and Aruba are not happening, but I'll circle back to that. So, going to share my personal story. It's a doozy, so buckle in. Last year, or even before last year, my husband and I were thinking about extending our family beyond our beautiful daughter, Layla. And so for like a year, we were trying to get pregnant. And last year around Mother's Day, actually Mother's Day weekend, is when I found out that I was pregnant. So that was something that we had been praying about. It wasn't happening as quickly as I thought it would happen, since like with my first child, I wasn't necessarily trying. So this go around, I was confused as to why it was taking so long. Ended up going to the doctor, get checked out, everything was fine. And like a month later, bam, you're pregnant, Bree. So great news. I tell my husband, surprise him, do a whole little cute video. And everything's great. And as you do in pregnancy, you start going to checkups, going to the doctor's office to, check the babies, make sure everything is going great. So that's what we did. Went, checkups, everything's cool. Went for follow-ups and all of that. Now, our anniversary is in the middle of beginning of July 1st. And we always take a trip somewhere. And this year we were going to go to Aruba. So I'm supposed to be going to Aruba. And we had a doctor's appointment scheduled for like 2 days before we should be leaving for Aruba. I felt weird about that appointment for whatever reason. Still can't really explain why. I just did. We get to this appointment and, you're going through the motions. It's not my first child. I have a daughter. So I know, go through the motions, what I should see on the ultrasound, things like that. So looking at it, and I noticed something's off. I don't know exactly, I just kind of know something's off. And then I find out at that appointment that, okay, I've miscarried. My first time ever dealing with this. Obviously, I know that they happen, but I had never dealt with that. So I'm finding out that I miscarried. And in that moment, all I can hear is just that. Anything else being said is just kind of like what the Charlie Brown teacher, when she's talking, it's like that for me. So that happens, but my doctor is still checking me out and he's still seeing some other things. I'm like, what's going on? And part of me is like, maybe she just made a mistake and things are fine. And that's why she's still seeing other things. So she sends me to another doctor's office, like right after that, to go get looked at. Doing that, getting checked by this technician, she leaves. Another senior tech comes in. So at this point, I'm like, all right, she done called in like her boss. So either she doesn't know what she's doing or something's wrong. They're doing their stuff, trying to talk to me. I'm not really listening. And then she leaves and back with the boss, the big boss of the whole practice. So now I'm like, oh, okay, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. No idea what it is. And again, I'm still caught up on the fact that you just told me that my baby is not alive anymore. There's no heartbeat. That's all I'm focused on. So anything else you're saying, I'm just hoping that y'all are going to find the heartbeat and things will be fine. But other than that, I'm just not there, not paying attention. My husband is with me. He's talking to the doctors back and forth. Couldn't tell you what they were talking about. So the boss comes in. She is taking a look and double confirms that yes, you have miscarried. So any hopes of that being wrong are gone. That happens. And then it's followed up with, but we see some other things happening and we think you need to get checked out. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to get checked out any further. I just want to leave. I have a trip planned in 2 days that I really want to go on now because I just got this horrible news. What do we got to do so I can get up out of here? Then the doctor proceeds to tell me that I'm going to need you to cancel your trip. You can't go anywhere. She explains to me that there is concern that at any moment I will start to, I'm going to explain everything it is. So if it's TMI or too graphic, I'm sorry. But she explained at any moment they're concerned that I may start to bleed out, right? And I don't want to be on a beach in Aruba just bleeding out and dying. Like, that would not be the best vacation for me. So they explained it, we understand, and we end up canceling our trip. And she's also like, we can't really see everything we need to see through the ultrasound, so I'm going to need you to go get an MRI. Okay, cool. Leave the office. Now I got to figure out how to get an MRI done. This is all within the same day. This has probably all happened within like a 2-hour period of finding out that my baby is no more and something else going on with me. And they're concerned about I could bleed out and die at some point, but who knows? Get home next day. We're calling around trying to get an MRI scheduled, calling hospitals, calling all kind of like private places to get something scheduled. And we cannot seem to get anything scheduled for at least like another 6 days. That's not gonna work for me because as the doctor is kind of stressed, like I need something a little bit sooner. I don't necessarily know the gravity of what's happening to me. I just know they told me to get the MRI, so I'm trying to get it done. Thankfully, we get something scheduled for the following day, Thursday morning, like early crack of dawn, Thursday morning. So I go to the hospital, get the MRI, and one, MRIs are scary. I did not think I was claustrophobic, but being in that very loud machine and just stuck in there, you can't move, not a fan. Anywho, get the MRI done, and I don't even think I had left the hospital parking lot by the time the doctor called me.